What's up, cousins, and welcome back to Couch Conversations. Did you miss us? Because we missed y'all.
We did.
And we are so happy to be back with a new episode. We're trying some new things, so just be on the lookout for those things in the future.
Yep.
But if you're new to Couch Conversations, we're your host, Kelsey.
And Deja.
And we can't wait to talk about today's topic.
Yes.
So Deja, what's the net with you?
Girl, nothing. Just embracing 2026. There has been a few life changes, so there has been some adjustments that, I've needed to make. But overall, I'm just, I don't think I came into 2026 with any, expectations or anything. But it is a big year for me, so I'm very excited. But I just feel like it's a clean slate. I feel like a lot of us say that when a new year begins, but I truly believe this is a clean slate because when I tell you 2025 took me through the ringer, I was dragging across the finish line. I was ready for the new year to come because I just felt like, I don't know, it was just so much happening in 2025. Definitely blessed to see another year, but
of course,
I'm glad 2025
it's over.
Coming on. So, how about you?
I would say I'm doing well. Like you said, 2025 it came in and left like it had somewhere to go, and I am perfectly okay with that. So this year has been off to a great start. It is a big year, a milestone year for us both. So if you haven't checked out our previous episodes, we have talked about growing up as 90s babies, our last year of our 20s. So that means this year we're turning 30.
30, y'all.
30. So that's what we mean by as it's a milestone year.
Yeah.
As far as age, but in addition to that, there's other major things that are happening this year, and we just can't wait to share those things with you when they happen. So just stay tuned, turn those notifications on.
Hit that bell.
And with that being said, let's just talk about, briefly reflect on 2025. If you had to describe it in as less words as possible, how would you describe your 2025? Like you said, it was dragging you. It was just pulling you along the way.
Whooping my
completely understand.
I definitely feel like 2025 was a wilderness year for me. It was rough. There was a lot of mental and emotional ups and downs, and I just feel like in a way 2025 took so much out of me, but still trying to have that attitude of gratefulness and gratitude for what I have, because I never lacked for anything, but it still doesn't take away from just I don't know, some of the feelings that just came with 2025. It was a little rough. Definitely blessed, but it was really rough. And then it decided to go out with a banger. Just when I thought, literally, just when I thought the coast was clear, okay, we just gotta get through these couple weeks. It was just oh, you thought, and it was just okay, girl, you ate a little bit. But like I said, 2026, I just feel like it's just, I don't know. I do feel like it's my year. Like you said, this is a year of milestones and big changes this year that I'm so excited for. And yeah, 2025 really is one of those years that just gonna stay up here in memory. Oh, you really was a rough one, but I made it through.
Yes, you did. Yeah, and prepare you for what's in store for 2026.
Yes, it definitely made me think shoot, I'm going through all this. 2026 got to be it has to be something good out of this. But what would you say your 2025 was like? What did you learn? Your feelings? How would you wrap that up?
I would say 2025 was how would I describe it? Like the last 3 months of 25, because I feel like every time I say 2025, it's a lot. Yeah. So I'm just say 25 was like more emotional, and this is something that we've talked about as well. And it's also something that I shared on the podcast in like earlier episodes, I want to say. But outside of that, I would definitely say last year was a pretty decent year, especially for me, personally, specifically with work, being able to take my first solo flight for a week-long conference. Although the last night there, I literally thought somebody was standing over me and was talking or something, because how loud the TV was. But I would definitely say it was pretty good. I'm trying to think I feel like it's a blur at this point, because it just flew by, and 26 feel like it's flying by already.
Right.
Definitely say there was a lot of times where you're just, let's say, how can I say this? Trying new things, and a lot of firsts for things, I guess would be the best way to explain it. So, and how 25 just prepared me for how I would like to see my 26 go, and hope that it will go. So I would say that's the best way to explain it.
Okay.
So just after reflecting on your 25, for 26, did you like create some resolutions, or how are you planning out 26?
I didn't necessarily create any resolutions for 2026. I did have a word that I feel like I kind of coined for 2026, and that was renewal. And one thing I did a little different, me and my fiance, we didn't do a vision board, we didn't do resolutions, but we did write letters to God, and basically just for one, thanking him for bringing us through 2025, because it was a rough year for both of us, but also just laying our desires, our needs, our wants at his feet in that letter. And then at the end of 2026, we're going to open up those letters and revisit them and just be like, just see what God did for us.
I love that.
This year. So
I love that.
That's something new. Because I feel like sometimes with resolutions, it's almost like you put so much pressure on yourself, and sometimes by the end of the month, probably by week 2, you probably done forgot, or you ain't really working towards them for real. But I just, like I said, just coined a word for 2026 of being renewal, because like I said, 25 was rough, and I just felt like going into 2026, it was just a clean start, and we just needed everything new and different.
Like a cleanse.
Yes, like a cleanse, and just wanted to do things different this year. Not saying like, too different, but just changing up some things, and when you just come to a point of growth and just trying to, like I said, being renewed, doing some renewals. So,
I love that.
Yeah, just be a little different this year. Okay. But did you have any resolutions or words? Or
I feel like this year, because like you say, when you create resolutions, and this is nothing towards anyone who may create New Year resolutions, but for me personally, I just think I've gotten to the point of like, if I don't complete those resolutions by the end of the year, I'm beating myself up. Like, why didn't you do this? You had all this time. You had a whole 365, 366. It's a leap year. But it's like you had all this time to complete these goals. So why didn't you do this? Right. And then now having to move it to the next year, and just keep moving it. So this year, I'm just like,
it just made me think of something.
this year I think I'm just being more intentional about what I do, and if I had to give it a word, I would say consistency.
I like that.
And what I mean by that is like being more consistent in wanting to read more books. Like that's been a New Year resolution or goal.
Yeah.
I did have a goal of reading a book a month. That didn't happen. That didn't happen. But at least just trying to read. If I can get through a book, I'm fine with that. That means I can do it. And then maybe I can just, I did this in one book. Let me see if I can get two.
Right.
So it's just like being intentional and consistent with it. And also like just getting back into fitness. It's like I know I can do it. I've done it plenty of times before. Like was going hard. But now it's just the discipline part of it. Yes. That's another word, like consistency and discipline is definitely, I would say, my word or words, things of the year. And just being intentional, like I said, with what I do. So that I can get through this year of whatever this year may bring me, especially stepping into 30. Like it's a new decade. I feel like 30 just feels different right now. And I haven't even hit 30 yet.
Right.
It just feel like it's going to be different. And I don't know what's bringing that feeling or what's causing me to feel that way. But I just feel like, I don't know. It's hard to describe.
It reminds me of, I think I had a conversation with somebody recently. Maybe one of my friends. I don't know. But it's like, your 20s is your years to mess up, to try things, to figure out.
Your trial and error years.
Yeah, it's your trial and error years. And then 30 is when you start building your foundation. And I don't know, it's just I just feel like it's a decade of transformation a little bit. Like, it's just, you just have a different mindset, a different just aurora about yourself. It's just, I don't know, but I definitely understand what you're saying as far as like it just feels different.
Yeah, because like recently I was having a conversation with some coworkers and they were just saying like 30, you know how we always joke about when you hit 30, like you start having all these back pains and you're making all these noises when you get up and sit down and stuff like, and I'm thinking that you have been doing that before. I've been doing this since like whatever. But like how to some of them it just felt like another year.
Yeah.
And of course it's going to what's the word I'm looking for? It's gonna vary from person to person.
Yeah.
How you feel, but it's just like this gut feeling like 30 is gonna be this amazing year. So many great things are gonna happen. It's gonna be a year of just like maybe evolution.
Yeah.
Maybe, a year just a clearer vision because, like you said, like chapters. Your 20s is just preparing you. And like a conversation that we always have, we're literally just now reaching adulthood.
Yeah.
We thought we were adults once, I wouldn't say 18, I didn't think I was adult.
think I was
maybe 22 when we graduated college, but even then we're still learning. Like we're just moving off to North Carolina on our own and getting these big girl jobs or going to school, doing whatever. But I feel like we really didn't hit adulthood until really about 27, 28. Literally. So within the last few years. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm just definitely like you said, we used to joke about it like, oh my gosh, does it hurt? But I'm actually excited for it and just like, oh my God, I'm really about to be 30. Like that's grown.
That's real grown.
That's so grown. And sometimes I do like just visualize the future and just be like, okay, what do I want my 30s to look like? I don't want to make the same mistakes I did in my 20s. That's not to say I won't make mistakes.
Right.
But I want to take the wisdom that I gained in my 20s and use it to build in my 30s. or whatnot. But yeah, I just think 2026 is just a good year. I just don't know. I don't know. I want to keep this vibe and energy going. Like, of course, things may happen during the year. That's just life. And that's just inevitable. But I'm really excited for it. So with that, do you have any particular goals for yourself for 2026? Whether it's like personal, professional, anything?
I would say professionally, because I feel like that's always easiest in a sense. I would definitely want to get a mentor. Because I just feel like a great mentor would help me with the path that I'm trying to walk on or go on for my career. Also, maybe I was gonna say taking on more like tasks where I'm leading it, but my workload right now, I probably don't need to do that. Because if y'all can see my calendar right now, that's just meetings. That doesn't include like projects and tasks. That's just meetings. But I would definitely say that's like my main priority right now for myself professionally for 2026 is getting a mentor. And as far as personally, so I talked about reading. And I think the hard part about reading is that by the time I get home from work, because if I get off at 5, traffic, it's supposed to only take me like 25-30 minutes tops to get to work. But with traffic, I'm getting home about 6 o'clock. So by the time I get home at 6, make dinner, clean the kitchen, get everything together for the next day for work, take a shower and sit down, it's about 9-10 o'clock.
And I'm asleep.
So by the time I open that book, it's just like gone.
The book reading you.
Okay, or it's on my face. But just trying to figure out a way I can incorporate reading back into my life. Because I really do enjoy reading a really good book. And I'm currently reading what is it, Before I Let Go?
That's one of my favorites.
Yes, I'm currently reading that one. And then I have the second book because I did get that for Christmas. So hopefully I can really get into it because that first page had me hooked.
I told you it was good. The second book is good. Well, I had the audio book. It's good. It's like,
and I just keep seeing all these books. So like I have a book collection on TikTok, I have a book collection on Facebook, I have one on Instagram, I have one on Threads, and I have just a note in my phone. So it's like I got books for years.
Right.
So just trying to read those, get through those.
I be wondering how people read 3 in a week.
I don't know.
I'm like, do you actually digest the like, do you just skip? Because me, I feel like I kind of immerse myself in the book. Like, I'm a part of it. And I don't know, I get real into, like, the storyline and plot. So, it's hard for me to, I don't know.
It may be, like, maybe we're just slow readers. I know I'm a slow reader, especially if I'm getting distracted. And that's not to say the book isn't good. I just sometimes get distracted a little easily. But, like you said, I'm just digesting. Unless people just have a lot of, I don't want to say downtime, but a lot of time where they're where they're able to like just read and not have any other obligations or anything like that. That could be the reason. Also, some people may count their audiobooks as a book. I can't. I it's just something about that physical book. But like earlier what I said about fitness, just getting back into that, being more consistent. And what else personally? Just continue building a strong foundation for my relationship with my boyfriend. Traveling because we had my birthday trip. Although plans changed a little, but it's okay. We're still gonna have a good time. And maybe we'll drop something for that as well.
I think we should. Nice little vlog.
Nice, you know. That and then your bachelorette trip / 30th.
That's gonna be so fun. I don't know no details for real, y'all, except for where we going.
She does it. I do need to tell you the things though that we chose. Don't know how we're gonna, but yeah.
You gonna tell me that today?
I can tell. Yeah.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
I think you'll like them.
Okay.
What else?
She in charge of a lot of stuff. That's my right hand.
I'll put it on my resume. Okay. Event planning.
We should go into that.
Travel agency.
I know somebody who make balloons. And she does really good.
Ooh,
really good. Anyway,
that's something we're going to have to work on for this year. That's going to be hard to do. But what else? And then just continue for our relationship to grow as sisters.
Because we are sisters. So we stick together.
We wouldn't be us if we didn't just give y'all random like outbursts, random concerts. You know, it gives a little personality.
Oh, razzle dazzle.
But that, and then also just getting back into, I don't want to say church. Yeah, church, but also just overall, just continuing to build my relationship with God. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
Even if you remove church, community, and all that, as long as I have that personal relationship with God, I am okay.
Relationship, not religion.
Okay. Okay.
I was gonna post that. I was like, do y'all have a relationship or religion? Because that's a big difference. But people seem to confuse the two. But that's neither here nor there.
That could be a whole nother conversation, just based off like some shows and stuff. But you know, personal preference. So I would say those are definitely my main goals that I'm working towards with intentionality.
Yeah, I feel that. I like that. We have some similarities for sure. For me, thank you guys. I know I've talked about this time and time again on the pod in a couple of episodes about me just moving forward in my career. And before 2025 came out unexpectedly, God blessed me with a job here. I'm so excited. So
I'm so excited.
I am. It's still kind of surreal that it happened, and how it happened, or when it happened. It could not have come at a better time than what it did. I'm very excited about this new role that I'm taking on. They already warned me that it's gonna be a lot, and I'm just like, Jesus, you talking about your calendar? Last week, this is my first week. They started putting so many. I already got a work trip. Anyway, but thank you, God. Not gonna complain because this is what I asked for. So I'm excited. I just want to. My goal is to do the best that I can in this role, and not only do what the role entails, but make it my own and just make a big impact. In it and just show them who Deja is, you know?
Yes.
I do want to get a mentor as well, because that's something with the perk of a job. They do have mentors available. They have a mentorship program. Never heard of a job. I haven't had a job that did that before. So that was one thing that they talked about at orientation. So definitely once I get acclimated with the role, more just like the whole, not company, organization in a whole, that is definitely something that I'll look into.
And working for a big government agency, like the one you're working for.
Big. We big dogs like you too. I'm excited because I do have a good work team and just the overall work atmosphere. Even people outside of the team, like I met hired, like basically everybody's boss. He was so nice and so kind. So I'm very excited to see where this takes me. So definitely that's one goal. School, I'll be done. I only have 2 weeks left. 2 weeks. Thank you, Lord. So
get the letters behind your name.
Okay, it's a short time ago because it's almost over. But that's to finish strong, or whatnot. Also, my friendships. And even making new connections. I have made a new one starting off this year, which is surprising. But making new connections and with those who align with me. That's a big one because we done tried before, and
if y'all want to learn more about that, y'all better go back to them episodes.
Go back, okay? But yeah, just creating like my village, like here. Of course, I got my sister; she ain't going nowhere. But even if like we had more couple friends, we really want a couple friends.
Healthy couple friends, and who aligns with what we value in our relationships as couples, but also personally as individuals. Gotta be very specific in these prayers.
Yes, because if you with that fugazi, you got to move along.
Don't even say hey.
Don't even
look my way,
please. I'm not bringing that into 2026. I do have a goal of being more active physically. I gotta unbig my back before October. That's definitely my goal, and just for my overall health. I just realized that my health has taken a turn. Like there's nothing like major wrong with me, but I just feel a difference in my body. And the older you get, it's harder to get on track and make sure you're where you need to be. So, we still young, but listen, I want to
young like how we were in undergrad and making these and all that.
Well, we could do whatever. So just taking my health more serious and being more physically active, because like you said, have done it before, so it's possible. Because we used to love just like going to the gym, like feel bad if we didn't go. So just doing that. Also, getting into hobbies and
something else.
I definitely want to do more reading. I want me a Kindle to motivate myself. I've only read one book on there.
Hey, that's a start.
I want a second. That book was good. It was a random book.
Was that the one you talking about?
Girls. Yeah. It was a random little free book with Amazon Kindle. I was like, it was good.
You can go through the library, the Charlotte Mecklenburg Library, and they have like you can get, as long as you get a library card.
We got free access too.
Yeah,
perks of the job too. So I'm gonna do that. So that and like I said, crafting. So I've been talking about crocheting and knitting for the longest, and I tried it. Was it 2025 or 2024? And I couldn't get it right. But this year, I'm determined. I want to have the goal of at least making one thing and doing that, and doing like some other classes like pottery. I just want to do a cooking class here or whatnot. Just even I can cook, but it's nothing like having a class or something like that.
Learn something new techniques.
Right. I want to do like a cake decorating, all types of stuff. But and then one major one, when you said discipline, that really was in my mind, because not only discipline for my physical health, but discipline on my spiritual health as well. Like I talk about wanting to get closer to God, and me and him, we locked in. But
ain't no switching up.
But I do want to be more intentional about being consistent with having real solitude with him and spending intimate time with him, and really like setting time aside for him, not just skimming up, because I would go through like spells like, okay, 2 weeks straight I'm like in my Bible doing my plans, studying my word, and then
I think with that, because that happens with anything, like you can be going hard 2 weeks straight, and it's just like one thing may come up, like, oh, I have to, I don't know, do this during this time when I normally do this, and then you're like, okay, I'll do it later, and then later comes and you don't do it, or you'll be like, I'll do it tomorrow, added on, and then tomorrow comes, and then you just like, I don't feel like it, or something like that. So that's another part of like the discipline and consistency.
Yeah. So that's someone have to pray about, because I do want discipline. I know that I can be disciplined.
Right. Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know how to find it anymore, and that's what I want to find this year, is find my sense of discipline again, for sure.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. That is really good. Yeah. That is really because you just think about like, you just think about all these things that you want to do, and it's like you're not quantifying it.
Right.
That sounds so like professional, but you're not putting a number to it.
Right.
You're not like, oh, I'm gonna do, I don't know, I'm gonna try and read the whole Bible, or I don't want to say that. I'm gonna read 2 chapters a day, or something like that. As long as you're doing something that at least you're working towards what you're trying to accomplish. Yeah. And I think that's something that we all struggle with. We always think that if I don't hit this specific mark, then I didn't do anything.
Right.
And any progress is some progress. Yes. Even if it's like a half step, a third of a step, whatever, a quarter, whatever, it's progress.
As long as it's intentional as well, because sometimes we, and I'm glad you said that about like putting, like make sure, like say, instead of saying we're gonna read the Bible, like we say, okay, I'm gonna do 2 chapters a day, because sometimes like say I might say I'm gonna read the whole Bible. I might just go in and read the whole Bible just to say that I did.
Yeah, just to check a box.
Right. But I'm not actually, I want to do more than just read the Bible. I want to digest it, understand it, get what I need from it. And that's what I always pray, like before I read the Bible. God, give me whatever message you have for me, whatever understanding you want me to read from this word, give it to me. You can't get that if you're not really meditating on that word. If you just, okay, I'm gonna just read the Bible and that's a goal. Check documents. Like, no, you're really not. You're cheating your goals in a sense when you do that. When you just doing stuff just to mark on through it and just say you did it. But instead of like you said, if I read 2 chapters and I got meaning and understanding from those 2 chapters, that is a better way of achieving that goal, rather than I'm just gonna read this front cover to back cover. Just read the words but not understanding what I'm reading.
Yep, that is so true.
Yeah,
that is so true. I'm excited for this year.
I am.
I'm really excited.
It's so much this year. My God,
it is. It really is.
Like pinching. It was just like
it is. So like, why don't y'all just drop in the chat, what are your, if you have New Year resolutions, goals, or what's your theme or word for the year, or words with an S. Feel free to drop that in the chat. Let us know. And we're gonna do more so me, because I'm a social media person. We're gonna do better about responding to your comments and everything. Trust me, we see y'all, and we really do appreciate y'all rocking with us for how long?
It's been 7 months,
something like that.
Starting in July.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So about 7 months. We really do appreciate y'all. So although we talked about what we plan on doing for, or hope to do in 2026 as far as like professionally and personally, we also have some goals for the podcast, because I mean, y'all are a part of us too, so why not? So we're gonna bring some new concepts to y'all that we really hope y'all would like, where it's just like very quick like chats, where it's not like a full-blown episode, but you know, just like those little personal one-off chats. It may be like us individually, it may be us like if we at a restaurant, whatever the case may be. We might, I don't know, we might change the schedule. We don't know yet. You know, things come come up. We're both busy in our personal lives, so this is extra. This is just something that we love because we always just used to have conversations, like random conversations.
We love a good yap session
where we'll be talking for like 2 hours, 3 hours straight. That has happened plenty of times,
and it seemed like 5 minutes.
Yes. And like we'll start on one topic, end up on a whole nother one, but somehow still get back to the original topic. Don't know how that happens, but it works for our brain. So that's something else we're possibly exploring. Also, figuring out ways to be more engaged with y'all on social media as well. So make sure y'all engage with us because y'all talk to us, we talk back.
Period. And we want to expand the family.
Yes.
You know, I naturally have a lot of cousins, but it doesn't hurt to have more. So if you know anybody who will be interested in our content, even if they wouldn't be, because you never know, they might. You might find a little something that they might need to hear on one of these podcasts. Please, 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 please share us. With your people. Bring them into the fold. To the cousins couch.
Right. Let them know like their cousins are here. Like we're giving y'all real raw conversations. We're literally letting y'all into our lives because we're sharing things that we don't never share out loud.
Okay.
And being
y'all
very
had
vulnerable.
us crying on camera.
I don't cry in front of people unless I'm real close to you. Other than that, but you might see my eyes water up, but that's all I'm gonna get. But yeah, like make sure you're sharing it with your family, with your friends, with the person you don't like, with your whoever.
Person on the bus next to you, in a grocery store, at church, anybody.
Just share it because, like we said, we're giving you real raw conversations. We're dropping some gems. We're giving really great advice, especially people who may be younger than us or even older than us who may appreciate the advice that we're giving. Just share it. Just share it. Like we said, comment, follow, subscribe, turn on your post notifications. Because
and tell us some things you may want to see from us.
Yeah.
I think this year we may bring you in onto some personal milestones or things that will happen this year. So, because we are family, so we do want you to be a part of some of those special things in our life as well. So, let us know what you want us to see. That's reasonable.
Yes. Yes.
That's reasonable.
Right. Like, give us some topics that you want us to talk about because we don't want to keep giving y'all the same content.
Right.
We want to try and spice it up, give you a little razzle dazzle, so we might bring in some other things as well to help us.
Might have some special guests every now and then.
You never know what you'll see on Couch Conversations.
You never know.
So, before you go, make sure you are following us on all social media platforms.
All of them.
So get your phones ready. Go open up each and every app that you have on your phone because I know you got them.
You got them.
You got them. So first, we have Instagram. Follow us on Instagram at Couch Conversations Podcast _ It's Couch Conversations Podcast _ on Instagram. Then go to Facebook. Y'all know y'all didn't get rid of Facebook.
Okay,
you know,
we love the Facebook.
We back on there.
Okay.
So you want to follow us on Facebook at Couch Conversations Podcast. You'll see us on there. Then you also want to follow us on TikTok. And on TikTok, you want to go to or search for Couch Conversations Pod _ POD _ Again, on TikTok, it's Couch Conversations Pod _ And then, last but not least, well, we also got Spotify. Can't forget. I always forget Spotify. That's where if you just want to hear the audio, you can check us out on Spotify. And if you want to see like the video, you can check us out on YouTube. So on YouTube or YT, you can check us out on or at Couch Conversations _ Pod. We know we messing y'all up with the underscores and stuff, but we're gonna put it.
It's gonna be in the description as well.
It's gonna be somewhere in the video, so just make sure you're looking out for that. So for YouTube, it is Couch Conversations _pod. And last but not least, for our audio listeners only, I'm gonna have to find y'all this one. So Spotify is Couch Conversations. Let me make sure, because like I said, we had to switch up how we say each thing because some things were taken already. But yes, on Spotify, it is Couch Conversations Podcast. Mm-hmm. So make sure you're checking us out on all of them. Follow us, interact with us on there as well.
You'll know it's us because you'll see our logo.
And our logo is typically white or black background with black words, and it says Couch Conversations established 2025. That is us, the one and only.
Period.
So, like we say, tell a friend
to tell a friend
to tell another friend that your cousins at Couch Conversations says hi.